The sun just set here in Dominica. I'm about to pull up the anchor for an overnight passage about 60 miles maybe to Guadalupe. Kind of on the lee side of this island, so it's a little bit calm, but once we get to the other end of the island, hopefully we'll have some wind. And I'm just doing the passage at night so we can arrive first thing in the morning, have all day to go explore that place. Okay, so anchor's up. We got the tiniest little bit of breeze. We're probably doing 2.5, maybe 3 knots. And sailing into the sunset. Cool, this was a great island, Dominica. It's a little less developed than some of the other islands. Food wasn't great, but there's an amazing hike and really nice mountains and kind of rainforest and volcanic geography. Landscape, whatever you call it. And there's a nice snorkeling spot called Champagne Reef, and there's bubbles coming out. It was cool. But the next island is a French island, and there should be much better food there, I believe, and grocery stores and for resupplying, and also similar cool hikes and mountains to walk around. Also, I'm looking at a catamaran there. I wanna buy. I think he's cheating.
Sailing off in the sunset.
Made some steamed broccoli for dinner. And we got a little bit of wind. We're doing three knots now. I just gotta stay awake, I think, for 3 or 4 hours. So maybe like 10 p.m. I can go to bed, because then we'll be kind of far enough into the channel. I think we'll be okay. I've only seen 1 or 2 other boats, but there is that looks like a high-speed ferry that kind of comes by a couple times. Here's a look at the chart. Just shooting across this channel here to Guadalupe. Should get there in the morning. So we just made it to the end of the island, and we're finally, I think, into the trade winds. Although there's a bit of a wraparound effect, so we're kind of pounding up into it now. Hopefully, if we get a little further, the wind will go more aft of our beam, and it won't be so slamming into the waves so hard. It's not too bad though. We're doing 6 knots. If it keeps like this, I might slow us down a little bit. Just make it a little more comfortable for sleeping. There's the lights of Guadalupe. Just dropped the anchor and then went to bed. Tomorrow morning we'll explore Guadalupe with Huubs. So here we are in the morning in Guadalupe, and we're just gonna go ashore here. There's a little marina in there. So we couldn't rent a car till tomorrow, so today we're gonna go on a catamaran sail. This will be my first time on one of these big catamarans. The previous biggest one was 18 feet, so this will be a little bit nicer of a ride.
That's a bit of a difference.
Yeah. Real windy. On and on. It's so much bigger. We're getting used to the 2 throttles. You have so much more control with this. Keep it right on the top of the anchor.
Alright.
Yep. Alright, checking up on pickled herring. Still looking good. I got plenty of line out, I think. Yeah, it looks pretty small from up here.
Right.
Alright, we got the jib out. That was really easy. Now we're sailing. Look at that. We're sailing a catamaran. Real shots. So you don't need cup holders.
You have to put this glass here on the corner, and I promise you it will still be there see.
A lot of sailboats. Innovating without a servo pendulum, so it's got to have a massive paddle.
So they do lime and sugar and local rum, because here in the Caribbean, it's like these are like three things that are super local to the Caribbean, like the sugar cane, they make sugar, and also rum is like super local. That's why they always say every sailor is always drunk on rum. So, and they mix it all together, and that's what tea punch is. And some never had a tea punch,
Oh.
so today's gonna have one.
Fantastic. It's the Caribbean tea punch. Cheers.
Cheers.
Very alcoholic. So we rented another car for 3 days and we're gonna see as much of Guadalupe as we can. And we're checking out these geothermal, I guess, waters get dumped out into the ocean here, so you can swim in the warm ocean water. Cool. I think this is the geothermal power plant.
Yeah.
The hot springs were located right here on the west side of Guadalupe, and there's an anchorage right there, so I am definitely coming back with my boat another time. But that was super fun. I think that's my new favorite type of hot springs, is ones that go into the ocean, because then you can control the temperature. The hotter go closer to the stream, further away, the colder go in the ocean. All these like coral things on the ground.
Old town. Markets.
Next we're going to look at a catamaran I'm considering purchasing with Annalene. This is a Bali 39, I think, and it was in the charter fleet. It's only 5 years old, I think. This particular one, though, did have a fair amount of wear and tear. It just seems like a lot of stuff wasn't quite working, like this door and the front window also wasn't working. Yeah, it can't be right. Maybe there's something you need to do.
I don't want to break it.
We do like the design though, and I mean all these things, there's a lot of them, but they're all things we could fix. Just sometimes it looks a little bit sloppy the way it was put together. Oh yeah? Or repaired. But there's a ton of space on these, like you get a normal house kind of fridge. Yeah.
This lazarette is nice and big.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Look at that. You know what my worry is with this is what 5 years old, like, and you already have like how is this even possible?
Yeah.
Well, was this continuously in salt water or something? Like 5-year-old boat. Like,
Yeah. We're going between the islands.
Yeah.
You know, like.
Right.
Toss it in here. Yeah. This is the dinghy down thing. The engine. The water maker. Oh, here we got the rudder, autopilot. The rig and deck hardware looked in pretty good shape though, no really complaints there. This is just the first one I'm looking at. I want to look at a lot of these just to get a vibe for, you know, what's a good deal and what's not. These charter ones are significantly less priced, especially in the kind of French Caribbean. Okay, this is okay. Nice furler at least. That's a tiny little anchor, which looks rustier than mine. Yeah. So now I'm at a mattress store because my cushions are getting deflated. And I'm just gonna take a foam one and cut it. This is the one. 250 euros, but for some good sleep, I think it's worth it. Hube helped me get this mattress to my boat with his dinghy, which was super helpful. I'm gonna be really glad to have that because Annelien's coming to visit in a little bit, and at least we can have a little bit of comfort before we get our big catamaran. So the plan is I'm gonna sail to Puerto Rico next, and then explore there, and then fly back to Norway for a bit to see Annelien and have some adventures together there. And then Annelien's gonna fly back with me to Puerto Rico, and we're gonna explore more Puerto Rico and try to sail to the Virgin Islands and also check out some more catamarans. So hope to see you guys then. Thanks for watching. Bye.